Welcome to the new BCMM network. The following podcast is meant solely for the enjoyment and entertainment of our audience. You're watching the all-new Blue Collar Minutemen show. Together we took back our nation, now we fix our government.
Oh,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Blue Collar Minuteman Show. We're just a couple of guys trying to jump on this Trump train and let's start getting moving, baby. Bill, how's it going?
doing good, doing good. Uh, just trying to keep up with everything moving so fast, and
I love it.
it's
I
like,
love it.
wow.
I think you said it last podcast. You know, Trump has been planning this for 4 years. So when he does something over here, they run over here to fix it. And then he does something over here and they run over there. And then he does something down here and they're just running
Yeah,
all over the place.
they can't keep up with him.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't keep up with him.
I can't either. There's so much going on. But hey, before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us as always. We hope you hit that like and subscribe button. That way you get notifications anytime we come out with a new video. We're on YouTube, so you can get the new videos as they come out. And if you're on any of the other video sites, which is Rumble and BitChute, do the same thing. Those likes and subscribing just helps us out, and it gives us a little bit more momentum, and it helps get the word out to everybody. So, like I said, make sure you share these videos, get the word out, and let's roll, Bill. Let's roll.
All right.
uh, I say we just go ahead and just start talking about what we just, we're talking about before we started about the Doge. Um, Last week we mentioned that Trump basically he did not create a new department. It was basically a department that was already there, and he just repurposed it. And Bill, you were saying that some new stuff has come out because people have to understand he didn't create it. So
Yeah, they're trying to shut it down, defund it, do all this stuff. This came from Rasmussen today. It says
yeah,
Doge is legally untouchable because it was already fully funded and operational as another organization. Trump just renamed it and repurposed it. Congress can't defund it because it's not a new program. It's just a repurposed one. Since the prior program was originally an IT oversight program, Doge now has full access to all federal data systems. Yes, that's right. All of them. And it goes on here with the USC code, all that good stuff, what covers it. And they're just okay. When they're out there screaming
mm-hmm.
that, oh, we got to shut this down, we got to shut it, they're just trying to divert you and make you mad, saying
Right.
that, oh, they're they're cutting Social Security. They're going to get all your Social Security numbers. Elon's going to steal your Social Security number and go take out a bank account in your name. He don't need to, people.
He's the
He
richest man
don't
on.
need to. He don't need your Social Security check.
Jeez. Listen, folks, is this not what we wanted? This is exactly what we wanted. All of the government stuff exposed, coming out. We've been saying it for years on this podcast that we as the people are giving them too much money and they're misusing it. And that's what the Doge is there for. And I'm just going to say, again, Trump is like the road runner and all these Democrats are like the coyote. Every time they try to get him and hit him up and pin him up, beep, beep, boom, he's gone. He is so far ahead of them. They are playing checkers and Trump is playing four-level chess. I mean,
Okay.
you got to hand it to
let's
them.
just take it this way.
Yeah.
What did he do? He came out and he started talking about Gaza.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take over Gaza. We're going to
Yeah.
send the U.S. forces in there. We're going to take over Gaza. Well, everyone in the world knew if he went and took in Gaza that the Palestinians are going to be gone. They're going to be going somewhere.
Right.
They're going to be going to Egypt. They're going to be going to Jordan. They're going to be going to all these other places. Well,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? None of them want the Palestinians. So guess what happened today?
What?
Egypt is forming a coalition and has told the U.S., you don't have to come over here and take care of it. We're going to pay for it and we'll take care of it. We'll clean up Gaza. Yes, that happened today.
Listen,
So he's playing chess. He told everybody what he's going to do. All these people didn't like it. So, oh, wait, we're going to do this. So they're paying for it. They're going to send their troops in. They're going to clean up the area.
you know what? Everybody thinks Trump like talks out of his rear end. Well, I'll just say it talks out of his ass. But there's a method to the madness. Because like you just said, he's like, yeah, we're going to go over there and we're going to take over Gaza. And now you got Egypt saying, don't worry about it. We're going
Yeah,
to
don't
clean
worry
it up
about
for
it.
you.
We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it.
So, folks, when you all think Trump is talking out of his ass and like just for no reason at all, you know there's a reason with him. Everything he says, there's a reason for him saying it. And trust me, I think it was what's the new White House secretary's name?
Yeah. You mean the press secretary?
Yes.
Uh,
I keep getting her and Pam Bondi mixed up, but Pam
yeah.
Bondi is the head of the new AG. But anyway, the new press secretary, she said it before. It's like, President Trump knows exactly what he's doing. Like he is the master negotiator. He wrote the art of the deal and he knows the art of the deal. And that's what he's doing for us, the American people. So, and as we kind of roll on, that is great news, by the way, with the Doge. Let's just go on to who has now been passed and voted on for HHS position now.
RFK Jr.
Yes.
Thank you. I just saw the greatest video. It was a meme of RFK headed to the office.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Negan walking down the street with a bat.
With Lucille.
He was headed to the office.
Listen, I was just at the store, Bill, getting some groceries. And folks, listen, don't get upset, don't get frightened, don't get scared. But I'm telling you, the grocery stores are going to change in about 6 months with RFK in there. Because you're going to see all this crap that's had this red dye in it, and all of this crap that they've been putting in food, that they've been letting go, might not be on the shelves.
Well, like he said, I'm not going to take away your cheeseburger. I'm not going to take away your, this, but I'm going to make sure you know what's in that cheeseburger before you eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be some new warning labels on stuff, and there'll be some changes that way, big time.
But Bill, you know as well as I do, you've been around the world, and I've been across the pond as well. European, when they have American products in Europe, you know as well as I do, they're not the same as what we're getting.
No, they aren't. No, they are not. I'm going to go one step further and tell you, you can take an American cigarette and buy that American cigarette overseas, and it's not the same. I don't know what we're putting in them over here, but it's not the same cigarette that you're buying over there.
Well, you know something? I just had this conversation with someone else, and they kind of said the same thing. It's like Europeans smoke cigarettes constantly, and they don't have near the cancer that we have here in the United States. Near the cancer.
Something in our cigarettes. They're putting something in everything we got.
Oh, I know. It's a wonder none of us have a third little arm or a little thing growing out of our shoulder. But I'm looking forward to that. And folks, you all should be as well. Because let's face it, we're a country that is way too obese. We're like the fattest country on the planet. We're the sickest country on the planet. And Bill, I'll be honest with you, it wouldn't surprise me if some point along the way that somebody doesn't try to, let's say, Epstein RFK, because folks, Big Pharma might take a hit, and they probably ain't gonna like it. Just saying. Oh, This is for the entertainment value of our audience. So anything that is said here is purposely for your entertainment value and laughs and giggles.
Yeah. Well, you want a good laugh? Here's a
Yeah.
good laugh for you.
Okay.
I don't know how many people saw this, but the Democrats had a little hearing and they brought up this guy who is who they picked and put in charge. Now, I have nothing against people with disabilities. I've
Mhm.
got a disability. My wife's disabled. But I'm
I know what you're talking about.
going to go ahead and say it. The man in charge of government oversight for the Democrats is blind. And he literally said, I didn't see any corruption going on in the place.
Oh, you can't make this up.
That's exactly what the headline is here. You can't make this up.
Now, folks, let's make it clear. This was the person during the Biden administration who was in charge of government oversight.
He was in charge of looking at the computers, and they asked him, one of the questions was, were the computers in Braille? No. He just walked around and asked questions. Okay. Yeah, nothing going on over here. We're good to go.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, you can't make it up. I mean,
I'm telling you,
that ought to be a good laugh.
that was a good
Now,
laugh.
here's something else I wanted just to bring up.
Mhm.
For all the people, this might change your mind on something. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But as soon as I can find it here, um, let's talk about Ukraine for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Um, did you know another thing Doge has figured out? Here it is.
Mhm.
There's something else they figured out. The Ukrainian military is selling up to half of the U.S. taxpayer funded weapons to who? The Mexican drug cartels.
Oh, jeez.
And according to this report,
Mhm.
CIA knows about it and is profiting from it.
Of course.
So, this again is just for your entertainment. We don't condone to know that, Mr. CIA guy. We didn't know his, yeah, for your entertainment. We're not making any accusations. We're just reading the reports.
Yep. Hmm.
But it does not surprise me. Now, did you see the EA-18G Growler that
Yes.
crashed in San Diego this morning?
Yes. Now, I didn't read all of that. Is there something behind that? Or they said that what I read said that they were trying to perform a maneuver and it just went wrong.
Trying to perform a go-around maneuver,
Mhm.
an incident went wrong. But I mean, the video shows the jet going zoom. I mean, it went straight in the water. I mean, there's no slowing down, no nothing. It just went straight down. It goes right through the video here.
Mhm.
Apparently, reports say it went down less than 300 yards from 300 yards from an Ohio-class nuclear-powered submarine.
What?
Yeah, one of our submarines was about 300 yards sitting there on the surface in San Diego Bay, and this thing came down 300 yards from it. Pilots
Hmm.
ejected. Uh,
Hmm.
Pilots ejected and hit the water, and a fishing boat was quick to respond and picked up both pilots and got them to the hospital, but they're
Okay.
okay.
I didn't know about the submarine. That's kind of
Yeah,
interesting.
they got a picture of it here. Says the crash was only 300 yards from where this photo was taken. And the photo shows the Ohio-class nuclear-powered missile submarine making a quick stop, and then it headed back to San Diego, back to port of San Diego.
Well, all I got to say is now, of course, Bill, you and I are military, prior military. It could be a coincidence because you know as well as I do unless someone has some information and is telling somebody from the inside, there is no way for anybody to know where those subs are going to come up and where they're going to be. You just don't know unless you're in that intel.
Now, this one, told you was just sitting there. I mean, it was up, just sitting there.
Well,
People were
I
taking
know,
pictures of it.
I know, it was just sitting there, but how long did it take for them to get that growler up? I, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, folks.
I got you.
Was it a coincidence? Was it something else? Could it have been? Who knows? But I don't know.
Who
It's
knows?
it's it's interesting. Let's just say that.
Let me ask you this question.
Well, go for it, Bill.
This is from Google.
Okay.
What is the number one search in DC in the past 4 days?
Huh. Maybe it's search on, I don't know, conspiracies, maybe? I don't know.
The number one search in Washington, D.C. at this moment for the past 4 days has been criminal defense lawyer.
I'll tell
Everybody's
you
looking for a lawyer.
I'll tell you what, there's
A
a lot of
criminal defense lawyer.
if you're an
Now,
attorney,
you can check that yourself, people. I went to Google and looked, and yeah, that's what it says. The number one search for the past 4 days has been criminal defense lawyer.
I get the feeling a lot of those lawyers are getting ready to become millionaires.
Yeah.
Holy
Uh,
crap. You can't make this stuff up. Jeez.
Well, what about we talked about RFK? What about Tulsa yesterday?
Oh yeah, listen. I'm so happy with that.
Tulsi's in now. She's been confirmed.
Now her position is going to be
She's in charge of all the intelligence agencies. All the intelligence agencies.
listen, since you said that, I'm just gonna make this comment and we can talk about it a little more. But folks, we said this was a dream team of people that Trump has put together. And what you just said, Bill, about her being over all the intelligence, Barron Trump posted on the X, and I'm reading this from his quote. Barron Trump says, I believe we're on the brink of uncovering a dark legacy in this country that has been hidden far too long. Said if you're struggling to grasp how your ex-government could do such a thing, my advice is to either brace yourself or go hide until someone saves you.
Now, speaking of those intelligence agencies, this was quick the way they did this week.
Mm-hmm.
ICE was getting ready to do a raid
Oh,
in San Diego, or in I guess it was San Diego,
mm-hmm.
and somebody leaked it to the what is it, Tren de Agua,
Is that one of those?
that gang that took
Yeah,
over all the
gangs.
apartment buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody leaked that the ICE was coming.
Yeah, I remember Tom
Well,
Homan said that they were going to pay.
Tom Holman says as soon as we find out, they're going to pay. Well, guess what? Tom Holman, as of last night, confirms the ICE operation leak appears to have originated from the FBI.
Ooh,
He says now there's a criminal investigation underway, and the agents responsible for this will be found,
folks,
tried, lose their job, lose their pension, and go to jail.
and they should.
Yep.
And they should.
So we get caution there. We'll see.
We get caution there. We're going to find out a lot. I mean,
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe Barron Trump is on to it. Let's face a little bit of reality, Bill. This is probably the most dangerous time for Trump's cabinet that he's putting together. And I say that because RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, even J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, Kash Patel, Vivek Ramaswamy, Pete Buttigieg, Pete Hegseth, they uncover all of this, folks. I mean, don't be surprised if there isn't more accidents or a wild gunman, because they're uncovering, like Barron Trump said, this is a dark legacy that has been going on for years. So, Bill, this is still a scary time.
Oh yeah. And what gets me is the Democrats here, well, we know they're trying to save their ass.
Yeah.
But they've got their people running around that are more interested in getting rid of Doge than they are about the people stealing the money. They're more mad at Elon for finding the stuff than they are from the stuff having to be found in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, okay, it's like FEMA.
Oh, geez.
They fired the head of FEMA.
Good.
Because when Trump ordered the money froze, that means it's froze.
Mm-hmm.
She sent payments to New York for that luxury hotel.
Yep.
To pay for the illegals to stay in the hotel after he froze all the funds. Well, Doge, I guess, found out she did this. Then the new head of Homeland Security went and recovered the funds.
Mm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now New York's screaming that they had no right to do that. They had no right to take those funds.
The government does have a right to take it because they gave it to them in the first place.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been given to them to start with.
Right. Well, we talked about Pam Bondi. Here's just something else to go along with it. She's going after, what is her name? Letitia James.
Yeah. And Oh, did you see who else they got? Uh,
It's
the
Letitia.
what's the ah, the chick down in Georgia that went after
Oh,
Trump?
yes, I can see her face, but I can't remember her flipping name.
Her and the district attorney from Manhattan,
Hmm.
the New York one that went after him. Apparently, now this is what's in the works on that.
Hmm.
You know that Biden administration and his DOJ was going after Adams, or is it Adams there in New York, the mayor?
I think it's the Mayor Adams.
They were going after him. But all of a sudden, Trump just pulled all of that away and says, we are not going to prosecute or seek prosecution
Huh.
on the mayor of New York.
Oh, okay.
Now, speculation has it that's because the mayor of New York has the dirt on the two district attorneys.
Oh.
So Bondi's going to go after them with a vengeance.
So imagine it's funny how they start telling on each other when the heat gets on them. Oh, I love it. This
So
is great.
here's some breaking news from Alex Jones. He's actually got a congressman talking about this. Doge investigation finally forces Congress to admit that the U.S. government has had a long history of financing Al Qaeda, the Taliban, and ISIS. So we're paying them. We're keeping them in business.
Actually, that was what everybody was saying years ago. That was supposed to be conspiracy. And oh, wait, you mean it's true? It's true.
Well,
It's true.
dude, I mean, come on now. I think conspiracy theorists are like 100 and the other guys are zero at this point. I mean,
Oh,
everything is starting, everything that we've said over the years is coming true now.
oh,
We just got
hey,
proof of it now.
Bill, I want to mention
Hmm.
this too. So everybody remember Edward Snowden?
Okay, I know what you're going to say, but
But
that has not been confirmed.
hasn't been confirmed.
Hasn't been confirmed.
Okay.
He's considering it, but it hasn't been confirmed. And what he's talking
Well,
about is the pardon, right?
yes, I was talking about the
Yes.
pardon.
Yeah, it's
Next,
not been confirmed.
if you all haven't watched that movie, go back. I think it was a 2013 movie, or no, it was a 2015 maybe, 2016. It was the movie Snowden, which, if you all remember, Edward Snowden found out what the NSA was doing to the American people, and it basically opened. It was the start of where we're at now. And of course, Snowden went and had to escape to Russia, where he still is. And of course, the prior administration and even Obama administration have been wanting him bad. But of course, he's over there in Russia, and they can't touch him, and Putin isn't allowing any U.S. officials in to get him. So there is a possibility that Snowden could be pardoned. And if you remember, before the election, Snowden made another appearance on news, and he said he would ask for President Trump to pardon him. So we'll just see, because what he knows goes along with what's being uncovered now.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Here's something interesting. RFK Jr. says every senator who voted no must take all 72 vaccines on the CDC schedule. That's a meme.
Yeah, that's a meme. Well, here's something that's not a meme, Bill. And folks, I know we're going through a lot of this stuff pretty quick, but there's been a lot going on. It looks like, and this is from the X, said officials within the Trump administration have said that President Trump is considering returning the U.S. dollar back to the gold standard.
Yes.
This would
I
allow
saw that.
U.S. currency to be directly exchanged for gold.
Yep.
How would that
And
have?
and did you hear? Okay, I can't remember which agency it was, but they caught them hiding the gold bars. You ain't seen that yet? I got to read more into that, but they found them. They were taking gold bars, U.S. gold bars, and hiding them. Of course, they've been found and returned, but supposedly those gold bars were going to give them money to do their thing, but they got caught.
Well, you know, Trump is trying to make America better for the people. And I can't even imagine if we're put on the gold standard and our money is backed by gold bill. I mean, I think Wall Street would go nuts. I mean, it's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the better things that could happen. But
Well, we got 5 or 6 minutes.
okay, well, I mean, we've covered a lot. Um, got anything else, Bill?
Breaking news. New York Mayor Eric Adams just announced an executive order allowing ICE agents to use Rikers Island to detain illegals. Adams met with Tom Homan again today, and they finalized the deal.
Uh-huh.
So there's one thing he was doing. That see, he's playing ball now that they pulled all them charges off of him.
Mm-hmm. Hey, be nice. Let's go ahead and open up Alcatraz. Let's put some of them back out there on Alcatraz. That's what I say. Shoot. Well, Bill, go ahead and give us a final word, and then we'll go ahead and close on this.
All right. Well, let's just all keep our fingers crossed for Kosh. He cleared the Judiciary Committee,
Mm-hmm.
and now he goes out to the full Senate. So he's our last biggie that we got to get through there. So
I think it'll happen.
I think it'll happen. Again, I'm just going to say it. Mitch McConnell's got to go. He was the only Republican to vote against Tulsa. Tulsi. He was the only Republican to vote against RFK. He's got to go. And Trump put it out today. He said, Mitch is mad because I'm the one that forced him to step down from the leadership. He said, and he's not mad at RFK. He's not mad at Tulsi. He's mad at me. That's why he's voting no. So Mitch has got to go.
I'm going to do this.
I can do that. This isn't state politics. This is federal politics. Anyway, with this, a lot of people were talking to me about, well, if Mitch steps down, if Mitch retires, if Mitch is gone, then Andy gets to pick his replacement, which will probably be a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one, what does it matter? Mitch is voting Democrat anyway. He's got a Democrat up there anyway. But that's not the case. The Kentucky House, the Kentucky Congress got a law passed. Andy, of course, vetoed it, but they had enough votes to pass it anyway, that they get to pick the replacement for the senator. Of course, I know Andy will fight that in court, but that's the law in Kentucky. That the Kentucky Senate gets to pick who replaces a sitting senator, not the governor. So that's
Okay.
the way it is. All right. So with that said, like I said, everybody say a prayer and let's hope for Kosh to get in there and we'll see where all this takes us.
Oh, I can't wait. Folks, thank you all for joining us once again. Hope you enjoyed the show. Like I said, make sure you like and share and subscribe these videos. Try to get the word out there. Make sure you check out the website at bluecollarminutemen.com. Check us out on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble, where you'll find our videos. And you can check us out on social media on the X, Instagram, MeWe, Spreely, Truth Social, those things like that. So thank you all once again. Folks, say your prayers. God bless you all. God bless America. And let's get this country healthy and back in shape. And we'll see you.